I learned from.
So, the reason why we want that strong positive relationship is so we can explain our errors to our children, right? Because we don't want our children to make the same errors that we have already made. Why? Because we already know them to be heirs. So now our responsibility as fathers is to do what? Make sure that they understand, don't go down that way because that's not going to get you there, right? I don't want my children to make the same errors, fellas. So that's the experience that we can give to our children. That's why we want to be able to transfer that information. Let them know, man, you can't mix it together like that because it's not going to come out to your liking. I already know. I know the consequences of doing it that way. And we want to be able to influence our child to take that information and make the best decision in life. I don't want my son to be selling dope because I already know that ain't going to get you there. Right? So that's what we want to make sure that we do. We get our children our successes and our heirs. I just turned 43 years old in March. I turned 43 years old in March. And I said that, man, you know what? Hey, man, people like, man, dang, you getting old, Los. I said, no, I'm not. I'm getting seasoned, brother. Don't try to put that tag on me. Brother, I'm getting seasoned. I said, man, I'm going to take all of my 42 years and I'm going to pour it into year 43. How can it not be phenomenal? I'm going to take all of my failures. I'm going to take all of my successes and I'm going to pour it into year 43, into that 1 year. Man, my 43rd year is going to be phenomenal. I got a wealth of experience, and I'm going to use that experience to make my life the best that it can possibly be. I use my experience, and I'm going to pour that experience into my children so that they can operate off of my experiences, knowing where I failed at, knowing where I succeeded at, so then they can what? Avoid my failures and duplicate my successes. I want my children to experience new errors. I want my children to experience new failures. I have failed as a father if my children duplicate my same errors because I didn't transfer the information. They didn't get the information. Brothers, this is why you see the projects, generations of people in the projects, generations of people going to the joint, generations of people in poverty. This is why you see that stuff, because the information is not transferring. So people are doing the same exact thing that their great-grandfather did, that their grandfather did, that their father did, and you just see that stuff just continuing to repeat itself because the relationships are not strong enough for the information to transfer. It is our responsibility as fathers to continue to strengthen the relationship between us and our children so we can accomplish the main objective, which is to get them the information so they can have the mind to do life at a high level. It takes our mind, brothers. So our responsibility as fathers is to do what? Develop that mind, right? Like that's the only thing that put people in a successful place or in an unsuccessful place is their mind, is the state of the mind. If I say that I can, then guess what? I will. If I say that I can't, then guess what? I won't even try. I won't even look for a way to get it done. But if I say that I can get it done, guess what? The chances of me getting it done have increased tremendously because my mind is telling me that I can. People said that, Carlos, man, ain't no way you're going to be able to get released back into society and transition back into society and be successful. Brother, do you see your background, brother? Like, brother, ain't nobody about to accept you. Brother, I got attempted murder, possession of drugs, drug trafficking, possession of firearms. Brother's like, man, ain't no way. Man, do you know how people are going to look at you, brother? You look like a monster. I said, man, I'm going to get it done because my son matters. I've been home for 14 years, brothers. I've written 3 books, man. I put that stuff in all of the prisons, man. They actually purchased my books, man. Like the county jails and the prisons, the juvenile facilities, man. They purchasing my book because it's my mind inside of my books. My books wasn't written for like, man, the moon glistening off of glistening off of the concrete in a wintry night. It was written how to, brothers. This is how you get it done. Stuff is flooded, brothers. access to all of the prisons in the state in Indiana, because I've been able to get connected with, the directors and sheriffs and the people who are in power to be able to give me that access. So I'm going inside and I'm touching brothers. I'm like, brother, this is how you get it done. It's making a difference. So what people say couldn't be done, I said it could be done. Guess what? It's getting done. 10 years old, my son, he was 10 years old. I was able to get custody of my son. He graduated from high school, brothers. He went on to college. He didn't stay, but he did go. He chose to go ahead and drop out and do the working thing. He's 24 years old. I'm a grandfather. He's married. He's not even thinking about the things that I was thinking about. Matter of fact, at 24 years old, I was doing time.